All right, y'all, what's good? Hey, if you hear that music, I don't have no rights to that music, okay? I guess there's really just three things going on right now. We got the Golden Knights out here. They won the Stanley Cup, and they blew out Florida, what, like 9-3 just last night. So they had a lot of people. I think they're going to have the parade this weekend. So we got that. The YNW Melly trial. I want to do a talk about that, but in a later video. Because that idiot allegedly killed two people, right? And then made a song about it. But yeah, so these interest rates, right? Okay, I guess the Fed they decided to pause the what is it? The interest rates for now. Okay, but they are proposed to raise it more times. I think it's like July 26th and around the 1st of September, something like that. Uh, so what does it mean? I think that it had a lot to do with uh, if any more banks are going to fail, number one, and then number two, if about this student loan forgiveness, okay, which is going through court right now. I believe it's got vetoed for the president, and it's going to be up for Supreme Court, like a ruling, okay, which is predicted that the Supreme Court is going to strike it down, okay. So I think it's a little calm before the storm. All right, I think that the Fed is just trying to show that they're not out to try to obliterate the stock market, okay, um, or beat it up too bad, all right, but just kind of rough it up a little bit. So I think this is somewhat a stimulus and maybe give time for people. I don't know. It's a sign that people are going to have to do different stuff with their money. If you're an investor, you are probably going to have to invest different different on what's more important. That's going to lead to uh, some better paying dividend stocks down the long run, like the more than likely AI, commodities like your gold and silver, oil, that type of stuff. Okay, maybe you can consider stuff like Kroger or I don't know. Okay, Walmart, but definitely anything that's going to pick up AI. I think it's AI, gold, and silver, and oil. Okay, and probably any what they call any of those FANG stocks. Okay, let that play itself out here. I tend to get my videos interrupted. Um, some other notes I learned about the CPI, inflation, and all that. That's what we're going through right now. Okay, that inflation just has to do with people spending money, uh, and also unemployment because unemployment is low. One thing that I've learned was if employment is low, the inflation is going to go up because with more people working, they're going to spend more money. Okay, so the inflation is going to is going to go up. Okay, so uh, that, but the inflation is down now. I believe like 5%. It was like 8%, maybe 8 or 9 months ago, and now it's down to 5%. I'm sorry, 7%. Now it's down to 5%. Okay, but it still doesn't help because salaries and wages only went up 3%. So that means people are still taking a 2% loss just over the last what 8 months. That more people are just going more and more bankrupt. Things are becoming more and more expensive. I believe that inflation slowed down, but I think probably before we get a pivot, which I think will probably be like January, maybe Christmas. Okay, but before then, we may have like it may stay stagnant. Okay, because I think we're at a stagflation stage. It may be 5%, maybe drop to about 4.5, maybe. Okay, so we'll see. But I think that with this pause, I think that it gives pretty much like um, the Fed, okay, to wait for these bank issues. You know, these banks going out of business. Okay, any more of that, and also, like I say, the this student loan forgiveness thing. I don't really see what that good is that's going to do with higher interest rates, because what it does is it defeats the purpose of student loan forgiveness. Furthermore, okay, many colleges know this. Okay, for many students that are going to school, or let's say if you are trying to continue your education, you have children that are going to school, so they're raising up school rates and so forth. Okay, for example, I just talked to a lady I just dropped off from home from she's going to nursing school. All right, what nursing school is $16,000. You know, they just go through one course. It takes like a year, 6 months to a year. Just 3 years ago, their nursing school was probably what 13,000, something like that. Okay, went up like $3,000. That's what 25%, just over like the last 3 years. And what I think also with that is like those trade schools, or more people are going to trade schools because like the traditional 4 year schools or whatever, they're paying like what 50, $100,000, 150,000, especially if you go out of state and all that. You got room aboard, and they can't get a job. So more, they know more people are doing that, so they've raised. So that kind of defeats the purpose with this student loan forgiveness thing. I don't think it's gonna pass anyway, but we'll see. Okay, so that's your little economics lesson for today. With little I know, I'm not an economics expert. You may want to check out some of those other guys or whatever. Do your own research, learn for yourself. I've been learning now for about 8 9 months now, more and more about economics and why things are like they are. But one thing I will know, I'm a history major, and you know I've seen this happen before. History has a way of repeating itself. So let me know what you think about the video. Thank you for your time. Like, subscribe, share. Check out some of my other videos, and peace.